Let's look at working with presets and a couple of final interface options. Now, this is the drum bus EQ I had set up at the beginning of the last video, and I want to just tweak it a little bit. I think I'm going to go to the output section and use some of this gain scaling. Okay, so I've scaled it so I'm not using it quite as intensely, and I think I want to save this as a preset for my drum bus. This is my drum setup here. I might need this in the future. So under the preset menu here, I can simply go Save As, and we're led to the directory on the hard drive where these are stored. Now on Windows, it's in the My Documents folder, and in the Mac OS, like you see here, it's in my User folder in Library, Audio, Presets, fabfilter, and then I'm prompted here with all of the factory presets that are in place, but I can also add mine here, or I can create a new subfolder. In fact, I think I will. And then within there, I'll call this drum bus. So now when I look in the menu here, I'll see my new subfolder, and there's my new preset. Now, in terms of presets, we can also use the options menu here to enable MIDI program changes so that we can call them up via MIDI program change. We can open other presets. If someone has sent you some presets, maybe by email, or you've uploaded them and they're not in this location, you can use this to load other presets from a different location. And then finally, under the options here, we can change the preset folder. If you do want to use a different location than this factory default, simply select the new folder here and it'll recognize that the next time you're calling up this menu. And we can also restore factory presets in case they get modified somehow or you want to just revert, use that. Now, another interesting thing is save as default. So when we call up a default instance here, and that's available here by going default setting, this is what we get, but we can modify it. Maybe I want a different scale over here. Maybe I want natural phase processing instead of linear phase, etc. Maybe I want it in mid-side mode. What we can do is then go simply under the options, save as default. So now when I go back to this, let's say, for example, I'll go to this and then go to default setting. We see that it's now got my new default with the different scale over there in the natural phase processing. And finally, a couple of options. Let me just draw a band here to show you this. When we hover our mouse over the different dots, we see that this display comes up based on what's selected, but we can restrict this part from popping up when we hover the mouse over it. I personally like it, but if you find it distracting, we can go under the help menu and disable show EQ parameter display. And now when we select it, we don't get that pop-up. We just get this one down below. But as I say, I like it, so I'm going to leave it on. And now it's back. And finally, we can also restrict the auto adjusting of the display range if you don't like that. So this is Eli Kranzberg signing out. I hope you've enjoyed these videos. I think Pro Q2 is a really powerful EQ that sounds great and has a lot of features that are easy to access. Enjoy it, have fun, and I'll see you next time.